Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, and welcome back to another Executions Graded video. This is a series where we go through every hero in For Honor, take a look at all of their unique executions, and give them a grade based on how good they really are. I take a look at 4 different criteria when grading these hero executions. I look at how lethal they are, would they actually kill, how realistic they are, is this something you could do realistically in real life, how efficient they are, is this something you'd want to use on the battlefield and would it be effective, and finally, how cool it is. Does it fit their personality and is it awesome to use and look at? I've been doing this series for a good long time, and if you guys are brand new and need more details, go look in the upper right hand corner of the screen right now. It will lead you to a rubric video where I basically lay out everything in much greater detail. Hope you'll take the time to take a look, but if you guys are familiar with the series, you know what's coming. Now, I've gone through every current hero and graded all of their executions, but as many of you know, For Honor has been releasing Hero Fests every season, 6 total for each season, and each time a Hero Fest comes out, that particular hero gets a brand new execution. I've been grading those executions and adding them on to the hero's current score so that we get a more accurate average. Now, normally what I do is I wait till the end of the season where all 6 executions are out, and I grade all 6 together. However, I've had a lot of people asking me to do these videos with more frequency. So I've decided, instead of waiting until the end of the season, I'll do it between title updates. So that means that we'll be taking a look at the 3 new executions that came out in the first half of Season 1 of this year: Warden, Centurion, and Peacekeeper. I'm going to go ahead and grade all 3 of these and tell you guys what the grade will be and how it will affect their averages overall. I'm super excited. Let's jump right into the good stuff with Warden starting off. For Warden, we have Use It or Lose It. Oh man, I love this execution. It is probably my favorite execution so far, so you can probably already tell what grade it's going to get, but let's take a look at it. For lethality, this is a 4 out of 4. We have a solid decapitation, which means you are most definitely dead. There is no question. Once the head comes off, you are done. For realism, now this is a little point of contention. Some people would argue that it is not that easy to take the head off with a long sword swing because it would be very difficult to go through the vertebra of the neck. Now, I would say that it is possible to do it in this situation, as we have a downward stroke, which is allowing gravity and the strength of the swing down to double up on the strike, and plus we have a bent over body, which means that the body is already closer to the ground, which means that the blade has more time to go through the air and create an arc and then cut through the neck. I do think it is possible, so I will give it a 4 for realism on this one. For efficiency, I'm going to give it a 4 for efficiency as well, because this was a very fast execution, and it was very well done. I love the fact that when Warden pushed her opponent away with her shoulder bash, we had the enemy come down with another sword, and she was already in a guard position with which to parry that and then strike down into the neck. So this was very efficient. I really like that. That is a 4 for efficiency. And then for cool factor, 4. Absolutely solid. I thought this was a fantastically done execution, beautifully performed, very much fits Warden as a long swordsman. It was flawless. I think this is probably one of Warden's best executions ever, which gives this a 16 out of 16, which is a 100% score. And that does take Warden's new average grade up from an 81% to an 82%. So Warden is moving up to an 82%. Very well done, Warden. Just an absolutely baller execution. I absolutely love it. Great job. Next up is Centurion with Carpe Mortem. Very well done. All right, let's talk about this one. For lethality, let's go ahead and give that a 4. The Gladius went straight through the throat. This person's dead. This person is 100% dead. In fact, after stabbing through the throat, the Centurion follows up by striking into the shoulder and then striking across the neck to finish the job. This is a vertical and horizontal cut through the throat. This person is 100% dead. 200% dead. There's no way this person's surviving. That is a 4 for lethality. For realism, I'm going to give it a 4 as well. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Gladius is primarily a thrusting weapon. Now, I've had a lot of people come to me in the comments and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. The Gladius could slash. It was totally fine for slashing. Note that I said I never said that it couldn't slash. I said primarily it was a thrusting weapon because the weapon was designed to be used in tandem with the shield that the Centurion and his ilk would use. But my point here is primarily it is a thrusting weapon, and we see it being used expertly here. So realistically, it could go through the throat that easily, and then the strike across the neck that it does, very beautifully done. I don't see anything here that would make me think this could not be handled the same way. So that is a 4 for realism. No question. I do believe that this is a very realistic execution. For efficiency, I'm getting it a 4 as well. For one reason. we see a follow-up. Not only did he strike him through the throat, even though that would most likely kill, he still followed up with a second slash to the same spot to make sure the death was instant. So we have a strike through the neck and then a follow-up just to ensure that it was done well. That's good efficiency. That is an expertly done move. Brought the enemy to his knees and finished the job. I love it. So that is a 4 for efficiency. And for cool factor, I'm going to be honest, that's a 4. Not only was this quick and very expertly done, this felt like something a Centurion would do. Very solid. There was a hint of authority shown there, especially in that initial punch to the face. I don't know why. I love that initial punch. Just that stun them and then strike. It's almost a 1-2. 1, 2, strike. Bring them down and then finish them. I think beautifully done. Absolutely gorgeous. So once again, we have another 16 out of 16, which is a 100%. And yes, this does move Centurion's average grade up from 78% to 79%. Centurion almost getting out of the 70s range. So absolutely awesome job, Centurion. I definitely love this execution. Well done. Just very well done. And finally, Peacekeeper with Sprightly Skewer. Ooh, okay. All right, let's talk about Sprightly Skewer. For lethality, I'm going to give this a 4 for lethality. The blade is going through the back right about where the heart is located, so this looks like a strike to the heart through the back, which I think is very cool. Now, you might argue, well, before she could hit the heart, wouldn't she have to go through the vertebra? Yes, she probably would have to go through the spine, but even if she only hits the spine, this will probably kill because she's hitting very close to the top part of the body, so even if she misses the spine and misses the heart, she's still going to hit a lung. She's going to hit something vital in that upper torso region, and let's say that she does get it stuck in the spine. He's still paralyzed from that point downward, so he's pretty much useless at that point, but given the amount of blood she's yanking out with her, and it's hard to really trust the blood in this game because they throw so much blood into it, but I would definitely argue she hit the heart. And if she hit the heart, then this person is most definitely dead. For realism, I'm going to give it a 4 as well. I don't think anything was done here that isn't possible. The strike into the stomach is good, and then the strike into the back is just as good. Everything worked out very well, and Warden's responses felt realistic. I like the fact that when she stabbed him into the gut, he bent over in pain, and then that's when she did the strike to the back. I think that makes perfect sense. For efficiency, I'm going to give it a 4. This was a very fast execution. It took full advantage of the dagger and the sword, so I think it was handled very gracefully. I also like the fact that the way she used the dagger, she ducks the punch and then does the strike to the stomach, which is exactly what you'd want to do. You wouldn't want to lunge first. You let the enemy come to you and take advantage of the opening they create, so that's very good to me. That's a 4 for efficiency. For cool factor, though, I am going to give this a 3, and I will say why. Peacekeeper comes off to me as a character as an elegant dancing warrior, someone who moves around their opponent and is very graceful in their moves. This felt a little bit more forceful and direct. Now, I'm not saying she can't be, but to me, when I saw this, I thought, I don't know, I feel like I could have seen this in a much better way. I feel like Peacekeeper could have handled this with a little bit more grace. Like, for example, what if she slashed across the stomach instead of stabbing it with the dagger, and then spun or pirouetted behind him and then thrust her sword into his back from behind? I thought that would have been kind of cool. Not saying she had to do it this way. In all fairness, this is a fine way to kill, and the execution works very well. I just wanted to see something a little bit more from Peacekeeper than this. Not to say it's bad, it just didn't wow me like I've seen many other Peacekeeper executions do. So that does give this one a 3, which gives her a 15 out of 16, which is a 94%, a still really good score, which does move her score up from an 81% to an 82%. So she is tied with Warden now. Isn't that awesome? So yes, very well done, Peacekeeper. This is a lovely execution. Very, very well done. And that about wraps it all up, guys. We only had to look at 3 this time, so I hope it was worth it. And guys, looking at the 3 new Knight executions we've gotten, the Knights are eating well so far this season. I am very much impressed with what we got. I really look forward to the next 3 that we get later on in the season. Well, what do you guys think? Did you think that these executions grades were accurate enough? Do you think I did a good job here? Or do you think they could have been different? Let me know down in the comment section, with respect, of course. And as always, guys, I will see you in my next video. Take care.